Gospel spirit, I think, yeah. So, most time I just break right into the prayer and things like that. You know, I just go what comes into me. And, we just want to definitely receive the boldness that needs to be received. We need to receive the Most High God the way we must. We can't pry into others' lives. We can't pry into others' priorities. We can't pry where we don't belong. So that's just not the way God's world works. So our world is men and women, carnalist. It works like that. You can pry where you want. You can do what you want. When you say you're of the gospel, you must follow the gospel's rules, and that's just a lesson that has to be learned, And if whatever you do breaks the rules of the gospel, and that's not what you're following. If you're following something else, see, that's why I always make the point to tell individuals, whoever they are, if they, filled with principalities, filled with the legionistics in them, just be honest about who you are. But see, if you're filled with legionistics, you can't be honest. You see, but those that say that they are saints, or they're of the saints, then they have to be honest. You understand? So you can't be honest when you hear somebody speak and say, "Oh, let me speak after." It doesn't work like that. Your honesty doesn't come from what you hear from man. Your honesty comes from the Most High God. Your honesty has to come from Him. If your honesty don't come from that level, then the level you at is just it could be a carnal level, a motivational level, and 2 degrees. Them hold points, but what points do they really hold when you proclaim you're following the Most High God? That's the point. And if you say, "Oh yeah, I'm not following God, he's not following God, she's not following God," and you're following that person, see, it's real simple. You're not supposed to follow. So what you have to do is you have to get the boldness that you really want out here. Don't get boldness off of someone else. Get boldness because the boldness was in you from the jump, from the get-go, because God has supplied you with that. Don't just all of a sudden want to get bold because you want to challenge something, because you hear something, and then you say, you use Christ, you use God, you say you got the Ruach. You can say you got all these things, but if you're using yourself, then you must be honest with yourself. And like I said, that's like the atheists, the agnostics, and the fake Christians, and the fake Israelites, and the fake whoever they are. They come as they are because they're honest with themselves. That's the point. So see, don't try to become honest because you see an honest soul and spirit that follow God. Be honest because that's what you are, and then be honest. And if if you're a liar and you belong to the devil, be honest because it's wrong. I rebuke that 100%, but at the same time, the honesty. See, the honesty is how you go to war, and when you go to war with honesty, you know what you're dealing with. So see, there's somebody say, "Oh well, nobody's not gonna tell you who they are." Well, why wouldn't they tell you who they are? If they're really as bold as they claim, and they're really as soldiered up as they claim, right? You understand? See, that's why I could always tell you who I am. As a godly man, a child of God, and also as a man in the world. I'll let you know both sides. And see, it's not up for you to try to evaluate, because you can't evaluate what you don't know. You can't evaluate what's in my life. You can't evaluate what's been in my life. You can't evaluate what hasn't been in my life, because you can't evaluate my story, because you don't know my story. Only I know my actual story. And see, that's the point. So when you got your story, people can never add. They can say his story. Nobody can add to his story, his or her story. That's the point. Now they want to add to it. They want to say this and say that, but they don't. They know not. So they just speak to speak. They speak forms. Anybody can speak a form of something, but in order for you to know something, you have to know it to the fullest. So before you speak, make sure you know what you're speaking of. Because I can tell you anything. I can tell you something that's true, but if I didn't tell you the whole story, how do you know it? That's the point. That's where the ignorant come in. That's where the dyslexia come in at, because you remember one part and then you're trying to remember the next. See, that's the point. So that's why it's always good to mind your business, ask questions, become bold when you're supposed to become bold. Because see, like I said, see this camera here is what got many people in that pussified state, meaning straight coward, and it really does. where they can just hear somebody say something, next thing you know, they want to, they trying to respond. Like, you know, you're like, oh, come on, but that's the point, you understand? So you have to stand for what you are thoroughly. So you have to be that example for your kids that says, when I did this online, I did this offline. I told a person come to my face, they wouldn't, and when I did it, I was so thorough with it, they always added 6 or 7 or 8 steps to the things I said. If I say come to my face, they say, oh, he said fight. You understand? Right. If I say peace, I gotta go, they say, oh, he feared. And see, they always add something more because, see, the point is, they can't hold you down. That's the point. So you keep them going. Because, see, they try to transfer themselves on to how you are. And you like, you know what? I'm strong enough to reject that. That's the point. So that's why the same characteristics part me they speak of always go back into them. That's why they can never change. You understand? So that's why they rely on many of us. And God allows us to father nations, to father multitudes, to father people. Right, not to be called father, but he allows us that fatherhood to do them things. All right, so why do you think, all the so-called sons and daughters that are under us are always trying to present motherhood and fatherhood when they know not even what they know not even what they're speaking of. You understand? You have to know where your source comes from. You have to know what you're talking about. You have to know beginning to end before you can be the fatherhood or motherhood or something. And that's just what it is, and they don't understand that. You understand? I see that right there is just God's glory. I'm speaking that in order. You understand? I'm speaking how someone's glory in order. That's the point. So it's always an order that you have to have. If you don't have an order, you can never be part of the army. You can never fight a war. And you can never speak on a war, but you can never be part of it if you don't know the order. Peace.